The echoes of hoofbeats still resonate across the vast plains of Central Asia, a testament to an era when cavalry reigned supreme. From the steppes of Mongolia to the sun-baked lands of India, an unparalleled force emerged, shaping empires and redrawing the maps of civilizations. This is the story of two titans, Timur and Babur, and the deadly cavalry that defined their world. Our journey begins not with a roar, but with a whisper carried on the desert winds of the 14th century. It is the whisper of a name that would soon strike fear into the hearts of kings and emperors. Timur, known to the West as Tamerlane, born in 1336 in Transoxiana, modern-day Uzbekistan, Timur was a descendant of minor nobility within the Barlas Confederation. His early life was marked by the chaos that followed the decline of the Mongol Golden Horde, a period of fragmentation and endemic warfare. It was in this crucible of conflict that Timur forged his military genius. Unlike many conquerors who inherited their power, Timur built his empire from the ground up, relying on sheer will, strategic brilliance, and an innovative approach to warfare. Timur's military machine was a sophisticated evolution of the traditional Mongol model. While the Mongols were masters of steppe warfare, Timur refined their tactics, incorporating siege warfare, engineering, and a complex logistical system that allowed his armies to campaign across vast distances. At the heart of this formidable force was the cavalry. Timur's cavalry was not merely a collection of mounted warriors. It was a highly disciplined and versatile instrument of war, capable of rapid maneuvers, devastating charges, and complex feigned retreats. Each cavalryman was a self-contained unit, equipped with a composite bow, a quiver of arrows, a saber, a lance, and often a mace or axe. Their horses were hardy Central Asian breeds, capable of enduring long marches and fierce combat. What set Timur's cavalry apart was its unparalleled training and organization. Units were structured in the decimal system, ranging from 10 to 10,000 men, each with its designated commander. This hierarchical structure ensured clear lines of command and allowed for intricate tactical deployments. Timur himself was a master tactician, often directing his battles from a central vantage point, relaying orders through a network of standard bearers and trumpeters. His strategies often involved enveloping maneuvers, where light cavalry would harass and disorganize the enemy flanks, drawing them into a trap while heavy cavalry delivered the decisive blow. One of the most defining characteristics of Timur's campaigns was their relentless pace and sheer scale. His armies traversed thousands of kilometers from the Volga to Delhi, from Damascus to the gates of Beijing. The logistics required to sustain such an expedition were staggering. Supply lines were meticulously planned, often involving the establishment of temporary camps and the requisition of local resources. This operational efficiency allowed Timur to maintain pressure on his enemies, often catching them off guard and dictating the terms of engagement. Consider the Battle of Ankara in 1402, a pivotal moment in world history. Timur, at the height of his power, faced the Ottoman Sultan Bayezid I, a formidable opponent who had recently crushed a Crusader army. The Ottomans, known for their disciplined janissaries and powerful Sipahi cavalry, were considered invincible. Yet Timur's strategic brilliance shone through. He exploited Bayezid's overconfidence, drawing the Ottoman army into a waterless plain, while his own forces had access to a nearby river. Timur's cavalry, numbering perhaps 140,000 to Bayezid's 85,000, executed a series of feigned retreats and flanking maneuvers, slowly encircling the Ottoman forces. The desertion of Bayezid's Tatar cavalry, who shared ethnic ties with Timur's men, further tilted the scales. The result was a crushing defeat for the Ottomans, with Bayezid himself captured. This battle not only demonstrated Timur's military genius, but also postponed the fall of Constantinople by half a century. Timur's legacy was one of both unparalleled conquest and brutal devastation. His campaigns led to the destruction of cities and the massacre of populations, but they also facilitated a vibrant cultural and intellectual exchange. He was a patron of arts and sciences, and his court in Samarkand became a center of learning and architectural marvel. Yet his empire, built on personal charisma and military might, did not long outlive him. Upon his death in 1405, his vast dominion fragmented into a series of smaller states ruled by his descendants, the Timurids. Generations later, from the crucible of this fragmented Timurid empire, a new star would rise. This is the story of Zahir-ud-Din Muhammad Babur, a direct descendant of Timur on his father's side and of Genghis Khan on his mother's. Born in 1483 in Andijan in the Fergana Valley, Babur inherited a kingdom in disarray at the tender age of 12. His early life was a relentless struggle for survival, a constant cycle of losing and regaining his ancestral lands, often battling his own kinsmen and the powerful Uzbek tribes. Babur's early experiences forged in him a resilience and a tactical acumen that would rival his illustrious ancestor. He was a keen observer of military trends, adapting to the changing nature of warfare. By the early 16th century, gunpowder technology was rapidly transforming battlefields across the globe. Babur, witnessing its effectiveness in Central Asian conflicts, was quick to incorporate firearms into his army. His cavalry, while still the backbone of his forces, evolved to work. In conjunction with this new technology, Babur understood that the traditional cavalry charge, while still potent, needed to be integrated with artillery and musketry to achieve decisive results. He pioneered the use of the tulugma tactic, a modified version of the traditional Mongol flanking maneuver, where light cavalry would perform sweeping encirclements, driving the enemy towards a central position where artillery and arquebusiers could unleash their devastating fire. This innovative combined arms approach would prove crucial. In his conquest of India, Babur's path to India was not a straightforward one. After numerous attempts to reclaim Samarkand, his ancestral capital, he turned his gaze southwards. India, with its vast wealth and fragmented political landscape, presented a tempting target. In 1526, Babur led a relatively small but highly disciplined and technologically advanced army into the heart of India. His adversary was Ibrahim Lodi, the Sultan of Delhi, who commanded a vastly larger army, estimated at over 100,000 men and 1,000 war elephants. The stage for this epic clash was set at Panipat, a field that would witness many decisive battles for control of India. Babur, outnumbered and facing a seemingly insurmountable force, employed his tactical genius. He entrenched his left flank and positioned his artillery and musketeers in the center, protected by a series of linked carts. His cavalry, both light and heavy, were positioned on the flanks, ready for the Tulukhma. The Battle of Panipat on April 21st, 1526, was a masterclass in combined arms warfare. As Lodi's massive army advanced, Babur's artillery opened fire, sowing panic among the Indian ranks. The war elephants, once a symbol of terror, became a liability, terrified by the sound and smoke of the cannons, turning on their own lines. Babur's cavalry then executed the Tulukhma, encircling Lodi's forces from the flanks, trapping them in a deadly crossfire. The battle was a resounding victory for Babur, marking the foundation of the Mughal Empire in India. The Mughal Empire, established by Babur, would go on to become one of the wealthiest and most powerful empires in world history. A testament to his vision and military prowess, his cavalry, honed by generations of Central Asian warfare and adapted with gunpowder technology, was the instrument of this transformation. Babur's memoirs, the Baburnama, provide invaluable insights into his life, his campaigns, and his astute observations on everything from flora and fauna to military tactics and human nature. Both Timur and Babur, separated by a century of turmoil, shared a common lineage and an extraordinary military intellect. Their cavalry, while evolving with the times, remained the linchpin of their military might. Timur's cavalry epitomized the zenith of traditional Central Asian steppe warfare, a force of unparalleled speed, discipline, and devastating impact. Babur's cavalry, on the other hand, represented the transition, seamlessly integrating gunpowder technology to create a new paradigm of warfare. They were, in essence, the bridge between the old world of mounted archery and the new world of firearms. Their legacies are complex and multifaceted. Timur, the last great nomadic conqueror, left a trail of destruction, but also fostered a period of artistic and intellectual flourishing. Babur, the astute strategist and founder of a magnificent empire, brought stability and prosperity to a subcontinent, leaving behind a rich cultural heritage. Both men, in their own right, represent the pinnacle of military leadership and the transformative power of their cavalry. The story of Timur and Babur is not just a chronicle of battles and conquests. It is a profound exploration of human ambition, strategic innovation, and the enduring impact of military leadership. It is a reminder that even in the most technologically advanced eras, the human element, the ingenuity of commanders, and the adaptability of their forces remain the ultimate determinants of victory. The thunder of their cavalry, though long silent, continues to echo, a powerful testament to their place in the annals of military history. The deadliest cavalry the world had ever seen,